Hey guys, BJ from Christie's RV. Today we're going to go through the 2020 Starcraft 21 RBS. It's the Autumn Ridge edition. We'll start up front. You have your large pass-through storage compartment up here, so you can access that from both sides. This specific model you can't get to from beneath the bed though. So you have your little doggy bed that comes with this model. You have your light. And you also have two handles up here, so this is where they store. You have one for the stabilizer jacks, and you have one to that's your emergency handle for your front motorized tongue jacks. I'll show you where that goes once we get up there. In each corner you have 4 stabilizer jacks, so one in each corner. These are not used to level the trailer. What you want to do is you want to get the trailer as level as you can, then use these, tighten them down to the ground, and it stabilizes the trailer so it doesn't rock or move like that. Up front, you have your 12-volt battery, and you have your two 30-pound bottle propane, and you have a crossover regulator valve here. So what that allows you to do is open both bottles. It'll pull from the one bottle that the selector is pointing at. When that one's empty, it'll automatically switch over and pull from the other one. And there's your motorized tongue jack. So you have your up, down, and then you have a light here for if you're hooking up at nighttime. Right here is where that emergency handle goes. So if this fails and it's not working for you, the power, something's wrong, just lift this little rubber off. You can put that handle in and you can manually crank it up and down. There's the other side of that pass-through storage area. Back here you have the two black vents that you see. This is the back side of the fridge area. So what happens, this is the little vent here for the flow of the air fridge, so you don't want to block that. So you need that proper airflow for the fridge to work properly, so you want to keep this area clear. In the back corner you have your 30 amp power plug. So this style here, you just line up the tabs, put that in, just a small little turn, and then you have a lock ring to lock that in. And you have about 30 feet of cord with that. On the back side, you have your docking station. So here, you have your satellite cable input. You have your black flush. So what this is, you hook a garden hose to this, and before you hook it to this, hook up your drain hose for your sewage, pull your valves, and then you turn this hose on, and that'll help flush out the black tank. You have your hose hookup here for city water hookup and to fill your tank. There's an little selector here. So you see here, down is for city water, and if you want to fill your tank, you just lift it to that spot. And then you have your outdoor shower with your hose, and this has just a quick connect coupler, so you can push that in and pull that out, just like that. And that all stores away in that little compartment there. So back under here is where your tank flush is. So you have your, or sorry, not your tank flush, your tank drain. You have your cap, you undo the cap. You have your black water valve here. You pull that, that drains the toilet tank. And then right here, and these are all labeled as well so you can find them easier. There is a gray one right here, and that's for your shower and your sinks. And the hose you connect to that is stored in the back bumper here. You just squeeze this and pull that open, and that's where they store the hose for that. On this side, you have your exhaust for your furnace. You want to make sure that nothing's in front of that. That does get hot as well. Outdoor AC plug, GFI protected from the inside. You have your potable water fill. So that's a holding tank for fresh water. Fill that up and use your water pump to pressurize and use that. And you also have a low point drain right here to drain that tank when you're not using that water, as you can drain the tank. Here's your hot water tank. This is gas and electric. You have your drain plug here. Before you pull that drain plug, make sure you release the pressure. You can do that by either using the pressure release valve or leaving one of the taps open inside the trailer. You have your large power awning. On the top corners of each awning, or each awning arm, is your outdoor speakers. And you do have an LED strip underneath there for outdoor lighting. So we'll head inside here. So when you first head in, there's a large pantry cupboard area, and you have all your switches and everything you need here. So you have your switch for the outdoor lights, and then you have your indoor lights. So this one is that LED strip that's underneath the awning. You also have the button here to extend and retract your awning. So if we hit extend, I'll show you how that goes out. Just like that. And back in. Reminder, these awnings are designed to be more of a sunshade than anything else. So heavy rain, hard winds, you want to make sure that awning's in so it doesn't cause damage to the awning or rip the awning or any of the arms off the trailer. So make sure you bring that in. You have your slide room here as well. So that's this area, your couch and your fridge. Those will slide out, so I'll show you that. The slide itself has to be all the way in or all the way out to create a seal. So you don't want to use it halfway or not go all the way out, because then you're going to cause an area where water could get in or bugs or anything like that. So when you get to the full extent, you hear that click, that means it's all the way out. And same thing when it comes back in. So when you get all the way in, you'll have that little click sound, and that'll let you know that you're at the full extent of it. Up top you also have your little monitoring panel. So you have battery, your fresh water, and then your black tank, gray tank. You have your button here for your water pump. So if you have that potable water tank filled, you use the pump here. And then here's your button for your hot water tank to turn that on. And I'm actually corrected, this is a gas hot water tank. You don't have the electrical feature on this one. This is just gas. So that's the button there to turn the gas on for the hot water tank. You have your entertainment area, TV, and sound bar. And that there also you can Bluetooth with your phone or USB or auxiliary input, and also the TV sound comes through that. There's A and B speakers. B are the outdoor speakers, A are the indoor speakers. Just below the stove, you have all your AC breakers, your DC fuses. So if something's not working or you don't have power to a certain area, make sure you come check this first. You have your CO2 detector right beside that. There's a test button here that you can test it every once in a while, make sure that it's working properly. Same with the smoke alarm on the ceiling. That also has a test button just like the one you have at home. Test that there every once in a while, make sure that that's working, the battery's good. You have your stove and oven. There's a little glass cover on top. These you just turn to light, and you have the igniter right here, and that'll light for you. The oven's the same way. So on this valve here, you're going to turn it to the flame to light it. You're going to hold it in for a few seconds, and you're going to wait, and then you're going to use the sparker to spark that, and you'll see the little pilot light in the back there. Also has a oven light and some accent lighting on the knobs. You have a little range light, range fan, and your microwave just like you do at home. It's your kitchen area, your sinks, and lots of storage up top. Storage down below. Back here, there's an access panel. One screw, you remove that and you can get to the back of the hot water tank. So that's where the valves are for when it's time to winterize. front master bedroom. Storage area underneath there. You have a hook up here for a TV, so you can mount a TV here on the wall, and you have your cable and your electricity, your AC power right there for that. Also have an emergency exit here. For these, just lift the red tab, pull the bar towards you, and push it out. And that'll give you access out of the trailer in case of emergency that the entranceway is blocked. That's another exit. You have your fridge on and off. So this is going to be set to, goes when you first turn it on, it'll be on auto, like that. And what that does is it'll operate on electricity. If AC power is not present, it'll switch over and it'll go to gas. You can also select it to be operating on just gas as well. Then you have your couch. This folds out to a bed. Take the cushions off first. So you remove the top back cushions. This will lift out. It has legs on the bottom here. Fold them out. And then you flip the back down. And that turns into a bed. There's another emergency window here. You have your latches. Pull those and you can push that glass right out. Under the little chaise lounge area, use your table, so you can fold that out, and that just goes in place here. When you're not using it, you can store it under here or during travel. That's a freestanding table that you can move about the trailer. And on the back you have your large bathroom. So large vanity area, shower, and your toilet. Here you have your switches for your lights and fan. This is the GFI circuit I was telling you about, so if the outdoor plug or the plug by the kitchen sink aren't working, come check this, make sure it hasn't tripped. If it does, there's a reset button here that you can reset that. And the toilet has the pedal for flushing, just like that. You have your fan up in the shower. The switch is over by the that I just showed you by the door, and then there's a manual crank here to actually open the vent. And there's a pocket door. This pocket door has a lock to lock it in place while it's open, and then another one to lock it in place while it's closed. So during travel, you want to make sure that that's locked in place and the snap is on, so that it doesn't cause damage. If it slides back and forth while you're driving, it will damage the door for sure. And that's about it. Oh, actually we have the thermostat. So the thermostat controls your AC and your fan and your furnace. You have mode. There's your fan. You have air conditioning and your furnace. And you can change that from Celsius to Fahrenheit back and forth just by touching both of these at the same time, whichever you prefer. And then back to off. So that's for your air conditioning, furnace, and if you want just a fan for circulating the air, you can do that as well. And up top is the AC intake here. You have your vents. If you want more pressure, more airflow coming out of these vents, you just have to simply close this vent here, and that'll create more through those vents. there you have it. Congratulations on the new trailer. I hope you enjoy it.